All right, thank you for attending this press conference this morning. My name is Lisa Gartner. I'm the Communications Director for Spokane City Council. We have a number of people and community behind us. We're very saddened to see the debasement. We want to condemn the hate and denounce the hate here in Spokane. I'm going to turn it over to Councilmember Zach Sapone, who is going to walk us through what happened and really introduce a lot of our community members who will speak today. We will have question and answer following the last, following Council President, and then open it up to that, and we'll be done. So, Councilmember Zach Sapone.
All right, well, thank you all for being here. I think this is an important moment for us to show that the community supports creating a space in Spokane where everyone feels like they belong here. That's our newly adopted city motto. In Spokane, we all belong. And I want to recognize all the community partners who are here today. Hopefully I have the list that's right, who are here showing support. We have from the faith community, Bishop Gretchen Berg, Spokane Arts, Pride, SAN, Downtown Spokane Partnership, the Human Rights Commission, Human Rights Spokane, Fuse Washington. I know Visit Spokane is on the way, so is Senator Andy Billig and SCAR. So thank you all for being here and showing support. We have seen across the country an uptick of hate here locally and across the country, particularly against the LGBTQ plus community. And we want to say as a community here in Spokane that that has no place here, both for Spokane, but across our entire region. I see more partners are coming if they want to come on up. There, I see that Spectrum's also here, and Expo celebrations are here too. So we've seen this in the Coeur d'Alene recently. It's not just targeting the LGBTQ community, but is also targeting other protected communities, and we want to just make a statement that it doesn't belong here. With regards to the vandalism and hate crime that happened downtown, we know that there was an accelerant that was poured on the Pride mural downtown and set on fire. And there was recent legislation spurred from last year's incidences of hate crime that is going to change how we hold perpetrators accountable. It hasn't gone into effect yet. It takes time, and will go in effect, I believe, June 6th. But we are looking into it and using the resources of the city to make sure that we hold people accountable. And we're looking into making sure that those are followed through and investigated thoroughly. We are also always exploring different pathways with the state partnerships on making sure that people feel safe here in Spokane. Just this week, I've been having conversations with the Attorney General's office about creating a hate crimes hotline here in Spokane County. The state legislation last year that the city of Spokane lobbied for and supported is to create a new hate crimes hotline in the Attorney General's office that would be started next year, and we're really pushing for that to be piloted here in Spokane. Right now, if people are experiencing any hate crimes, we encourage you to call Crime Check or report hate.org, and if it's an immediate safety concern, always call 911. If you know anything about this specific incident, please call Crime Check and report it. It appears that there's a group of people that are working on creating and inciting fear in our community, and we want to make sure that we are looking for them and holding them accountable. So with that, I will turn it over to Councilmember Paul Dillon to make remarks, and then I think community partners after that.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Sapone. Thank you all, seeing everyone here today. A lot of our amazing organizations that Councilmember Sapone mentioned. I'm reminded of the Harvey Milk quote, "Hope will never be silent." And while I'm here as a Spokane City Council member and the chair of our Public Safety and Community Health Committee, I'm also here as a father, a neighbor who's seen the pain of these hateful acts. This is another real-time reminder of the rise we are seeing in hate crimes, particularly in Eastern Washington in our region. So the question before us is, what now? These are not neighborhood kids. These are coordinated attacks. Let's call it what it is. Let's name it, and let's do something. The night before this happened, we had our Spokane Arts Board meeting, and we're just talking about how so much community came together to fix the crosswalk and the support. So I'm hoping that today you can continue to support the work of Spokane Arts, their wonderful asphalt art program, an innovative beacon of the city, makes positive change here. Personally, I live near the Rainbow Crosswalk in Perry. We all know it's been repeatedly vandalized. We've had our pride flag stolen more times than I can count now outside my house, and as well as our neighbors. Our community prides itself on safety and inclusion, and for that very reason, we are seeing this targeting. I'm grateful for Senator Billig responding so quickly to this call to action this session, working with Councilmember Zappone and our office to create a solution by fixing the state law this session to name this public vandalism as the hate crime that it is, to Mayor Brown, fellow council members in our city for their quick response and work to build better tomorrow. Let us all aspire to live to our city motto, in Spokane, we all belong. And now I'd like to open it up for any community partners that would like to speak.
So I'm Bishop Gretchen Berg, Bishop of the Episcopal Diocese of Spokane. And as a follower of Jesus Christ, I know that love always triumphs over hate, but hate will always try. I also know that the church has herself in the past been a contributor to the discrimination against our LGBTQ siblings and others. And so let me apologize for anything the church has ever done that might contribute to the hate we are currently seeing, and commit to continuing to work always on behalf of the least and the lost, and all, so that love truly does win and all belong. Let me commit that the Episcopal Diocese of Spokane will match any and all donations so we can repaint that, and including contribute to, so that no matter what, that can be repainted. Love always wins. Hate will resist it, and as in every generation, we must be vigilant, we must work together, because we can get tired on our own, but together we can stand united. Together we can always make sure that love will win and that love is always seen as love. This cannot continue. We must be together and united, that this has no place in Spokane. Thank you.
Thank you, Bishop. Distinguished members, Council President, Council members, thank you all for being here. My name is Skyler Oberst. I'm the Executive Director of Spokane Arts. And at Spokane Arts, one of the best things that we do is tell stories. We help communities in our city, neighborhoods, business centers, amazing creative people tell their stories. We do this in Hilliard and telling the story of Hill's Yard. We do this in West Central, telling the story of Dutch Jake. We do this on the south side, on the hill, with all the turkeys. We do this on the north side with the marmots. And I'm reminded of another story. In fact, actually, as a community, we're all celebrating that right now, Expo. 50 years ago, we welcomed everyone in the world to come to our town, regardless of what they believed, what pew they sat in, their political affiliations, and who they loved. That's our story. And my question to everybody today is this a part of that story? Is this who we are? I'd like to think that we could lean into the vision of King Cole and those who came before us to invite people here. And I'd like to also invite everybody to be a part of that story, because Spokane Arts is the one that works through the Asphalt Arts program, will be responsible for painting many, many more stories across all of our streets in the city. We'll also be there to clean them up when they're damaged, because that's our story. I encourage everybody, if you're interested in joining us in this, to please donate directly to Spokane Arts. Those donations will go to offset the work and alleviate the invoicing that will have to happen because of this. Thank you so much. And as you go through the community today, remember that you have an opportunity to be a part of this story and to love everybody. Thank you.
Koinukpak Uvanga Kalak, Uvanga Ru Ramos. I'm the Executive Director of Spectrum Center. My pronouns are they, them. I am a Ilukukaktunga Malgrunik, which means I'm two-spirited, and I stand before you asking the great citizens of Spokane to defend queer people, defend people of color who are queer, because at the intersections of race and gender and sexuality is the place where we are attacked at every level. I have faced anti-Indigenous hate that has been ramped up because of our commitment to stand for Palestine, and for some reason, because we are being seen in movies, TV, and social media in a way that we have never done before. I don't know, people actually know that Inuit people exist now. And we are now being attacked not only for our queer identity, but also as our Indigenous, Black, and other people of color. We are facing it at every turn. So I'm asking from our community that you stand in love and compassion for those who live differently, who look differently, who exist differently, because the truth is that's what makes the world great, not just the United States, but the world, because this is a worldwide epidemic of hate against our existence as queer people. So I ask that we stand strongly, and I'm so thankful to those who are standing locally here in the city, but it's not that hard to give dignity and respect to people who live differently than you. It is a sign of a great country and a great community to be able to live in our differences and celebrate those differences in a way that isn't abusive and controlling and white supremacist, because at the end of the day, white supremacy is the biggest problem in our country. It is killing us, not only Indigenous, Black, and POC, and queer people, and trans people, it's also killing white people. And that's the truth. So I'm asking for the love to really come from our community and celebrate us this Pride, show up for our amazing Pride event that we are all participating in and working together to build. And I'm thankful for everybody who koe nakpak.
Hello, my name is Justice for All. I'm the programming director for Spokane Community Against Racism. I didn't prepare anything to say today, but I wanted to speak because this is not new. And my question is, what restorative justice practices are we actually trying in this community? How are we repairing this community? How are we coming together? We have people who are trying to be divisive and trying to separate us. What are we doing to improve our community and make sure we stand together, united against this hate? We have the Platform for Change 2.0 coming out, where we're trying to do just that, a community policy proposal where we can address these things all at once, because tackling one problem at a time is not working. Our youth, even though they are not, maybe not the ones that did this, are 20% of hate crimes when it comes down to the statistics. That's a cultural issue. It's not just the adults bleeding it down, but it's also the youth feeling it. Feeling that they can blame their problems on people of color, blame their problems on our LGBTQ people, because that's what the culture says is okay. And until we say, no, it's not, over and over, until we reject it in every space we can, we will see this continued pattern to happen. Thank you.
Thank you all. Come on, Anwar. And I will invite, I have with us, if they'd like to, our Downtown Partnership Executive Director, and also Matt Santangelo from Expo 50, just to say a couple words.
Hello all, my name is Anwar Peace. I am the chair of the City of Spokane Human Rights Commission. Our commission deeply abhors this act of domestic terrorism that was masqueraded as a hate crime attack the other night. We as a commission, after the last attack, had the Odyssey Youth Center give a presentation to our commission. And what was deeply troubling to hear about the last attack was how those youth were impacted, how scared and confused the youth were about that last attack. I'm so happy that our state legislature went forward with amending the Hate Crimes Act to allow vandalism of this kind to be pursued in a hate crime legislation way. I'm happy to report that the Human Rights Commission, in collaboration with the Office of Civil Rights, Equity, and Inclusion, has been in communications with the Attorney General's office in the state, and they are working on a pilot program, hopefully coming here to Spokane to deal with hate crime reporting. Hate crime incidences and hate crime situations are drastically underreported. And so I highly encourage you all to contact the Office of Civil Rights, Equity and Inclusion if you have been a victim of this, or contact the hate crime reporting tool. Thank you very much.
Hi, Emily Cameron with the Downtown Spokane Partnership. I'll be brief. Downtown is not a place for hate. This is a place where everyone should feel welcome. We are concerned by the recent events, but we know that as a community, we're going to come together and continue to support our community because downtown is a place where everyone is welcome. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Matt Santangelo, representing the 50th anniversary of Expo 74. For the last year and a half, I've had the honor and privilege of working on the celebration. And one thing I've learned, it's been loud and clear, is that Expo brings people together. This act is dividing us, and that's not right. It's a challenge to all of us, listening to the words and the stories of everyone else. This is our experience. What we create for our own community is up to us. We need to take action. It's not enough just to show up in arms or side by side with the people who are experiencing these hate crimes. It's our responsibility to do something about it. And here's a chance. And it starts every day. It's just habits. It's how we show up for each other in our families, in our homes, in our communities, in our neighborhoods. We got to show people some love. We have to show people some love. It's not okay what people are experiencing. So, on behalf of Expo, on behalf of the community of Spokane, I'd like to apologize, but also like to issue a challenge. Let's do better. We can be better. We can be an example. And frankly, we need to be. Thank you.
Thank everyone that has spoken. Right now, I'm kind of moved to tears, and I don't even have words to say myself because this is my city. And these are my fellow citizens that live here. I know it was called vandalism, but it was hate to those of us it was impacted going forward. Thank you all. Thank you, Spokane, for making a stand. And thank you, Matt, for that apologize. We, as electeds, we apologize to our city for what's going on. But we need your help. The crosswalk was just freshly painted. And now this is showing a lack of harmony in our community. Community members and leaders, we have to unite in solidarity to demonstrate that this city, our city, Spokane, I can't speak for other places, but in Spokane, we embrace everyone, regardless of race, sexual orientation, religious belief, or nationality. And we urge the community again, if you see something, say something. If you know something about what happened, please contact the police department. Do not be complicit in these acts and these hate crimes. It is unsafe, it's demeaning, and most importantly, it is a crime. We thank you all. We are working very hard in Spokane where we all belong, but we can't do it by ourselves. We need your support. We need your help. And I'm asking, take the time to be kind to somebody else, because these are difficult times we are facing, and we want Spokane to be the best it can be. We are celebrating Expo 50, where everybody was welcome. We cannot go backwards, Spokane. We cannot go backwards. We have to go forward. And to do that, we need your help.